Okay, so let's move on to the next item that we're going to discuss is the different type of storage device. Okay, the different type of storage device. The first one is called magnetic storage. What is a magnetic storage? Basically, the data uh, is stored by represented by the magnet that can hold their position and pattern in the zeros and ones. Okay. So example of magnetic storage is like a hard disk or a tape drive. Okay, so what is a magnetic storage? That means they store the data uh, by representation of magnet that hold the position of 1 and 0. Example of it is like hard drive and tape drive. Let me show you what is magnetic storage mean. Uh, Magnetic storage. Yeah, there we go. This is called magnet 0 and 1. Hard drive has read and write head here. You see this one? So if you have a strong magnet and put close to it, it will damage and corrupt the data. Okay? Magnetic storage technology. See, this is how it looks like. Okay? All right. The next one is called optical storage. Okay, optical storage, they store the data by writing the data or burn into the CD or disk. Okay, for example, like CD, DVDs, and Blu-rays DVD. Okay. The difference is the capacity. So if you want to burn a movie or song, maybe you need to have a DVD because they can hold more data there. Okay. So optical storage, they write the data by burning the data in the CD. You need to have a CD or DVD burner. You cannot save the data in the optical storage. You have to save it in the C drive, then you burn it in the CD. Okay, because optical storage, they store the data by burning, by using laser to burn the data into the CD. Okay. Then you have a solid state storage. What is solid state? Is a special kind of a flash memory or chip that permanently store the data. It is fast than magnetic and optical storage. Therefore, when you buy a computer, sometimes they tell you, okay, this PC has a solid state drive. That means that is a better computer because the PC can boot up the operating system faster than the regular hard drive. Okay, so let me give you example. Here you get a laptop with SSD. You see this? Where is it? Shopping. Here we go. Let me see if they have a solid. Here they say 8 gigabit of memory with 256 gigabyte solid state drive. Okay, so this one has a solid state hard drive that can boot up faster than the regular PC. Okay. All right. So there are three different type of storage device: magnetic storage, optical storage, and solid state storage. Make sure students are able to define it and give examples. Okay. Input and output device. All right. Keyboard. I think I mentioned to you this in chapter 1. What is example? What are some example of input devices? Is like keyboard. Okay, some of the keyboard they are ergonomics. That means it's designed to be comfortable and tailored for the human body that help to reduce hand or wrist strain. Okay, ergonomic keyboard is usually cost a little bit more expensive. Let me see if I can show it to you here. Ergonomic keyboard. There. You see that? That costs a little bit more than the average one. The regular keyboard, it costs $10, but the ergonomic one costs a little bit more. Okay. Keyboard. Now let's move on to the next one. Pointing device. This is like optical mouse. Okay, this is called mice or mouse. Okay, you have optical mouse, you have trackball mouse, and you have a touchpad mouse. Okay, optical mouse is the most common one. It senses the movement and contain button and scroll. Okay, these are input device. So you have keyboard, you have mouse, and then you have touchscreen technology. Nowadays, many of the PC are touchscreens, so they accept input by allowing user to place a fingertip directly to the computer screen. Okay. If you go to Best Buy or Walmart, nowadays you can find a laptop that have a touchscreen. Okay, so the screen can serve as an output device, and also an input device. Scanners. Okay, scanner is a device that uses optical technology to convert object and analyze it into digital format, like scanning. Okay, nowadays you can scan a document, for example, your transcript. Okay, you have a document scanner, flatbed scanners, barcode scanner, and RFID scanners. Okay. Microphone, digital camera, video camera, all of these are part of a multimedia input. How about biometrics? What is biometric? Biometric refer to the measurement or pattern of a characteristic that found in human body. Okay, for example, like fingerprinting or facial recognition. If you go to, let's say that you cross to the border. When you cross to the border, sometime when you're coming back to the United States, if they are a foreigner, the officer will ask you to the officer will ask you to have a fingerprint printing and take a picture of your facial recognition. Okay. Many law enforcement agency nowadays use this type of input technology like fingerprinting and facial recognition for security purposes. Okay, monitors. Monitor is an output device. What you need to know with the monitor is the pixel, resolution, response time, and contrast ratio. Let's talk about pixel. What is pixel? Pixel is a tiny dot of a monitor screen. Okay, it's called pixel. So the higher the pixel, the better is the quality. Okay, for example, when you have 1920 times 1080 has a better resolution because it has a higher pixel than 700 by 400. Okay, so if you want to print a picture, if they have a higher resolution or higher pixel, they give you a better quality of the image. Okay? Resolution is the number of pixels that can be displayed on the screen. Okay? The response time, that means the amount of time that it takes for a pixel to change from blacks to white. It's like flickers, right? Flickers. Contrast ratio, how close the monitor can get the brightest white and the darkest black. That's called contrast ratio. These are some of the specification about the monitors. Okay, pixel resolution, response time, and contrast ratio. Different type of monitor. You have CRT, LCD, and LED. Okay, so CRT is is the large and bulky that are very rarely to use nowadays. There's an old one that have a big screen monitor, and now they replaced by LCD is a light source and screen of a special crystal placed between monitor. Okay, so LCD, and then you have LED. What is LED? LED is a liquid crystal are lit by a grid of a tiny electronic light called light emitting diode. Okay, Let me give you example here. LED monitor. So this is called LED monitor. Okay. If you need to compare this with organic versus organic LED. Now they have organic LED. Let me see if I can give you compare this organic LED. They have a newer one now that is called organic LED. Let me see if I can. Here we go. This is organic LED. You compare this conventional display. You have a bigger, is thicker than the OLED. OLED is just very thinner, okay, 4 millimeter. Okay. They have so many different layers for the regular LED. Okay, so let's move on to the next one. Video card and sound card. What is video card? Video card is a graphic card that is a video dedicated memory and other circuit necessary to process and send information to the monitor. So this is an example of a video card. Video card basically is a circuit board that allow you to project to the monitor. So your monitor cable connect to this, okay? So we can have display or output on the monitor, okay? And then you have a sound card. You see this sound card? Sound card is a circuit board that convert sound from the analog to digital. This sound card allow you to connect your headphone, put your headphone in this jack, so you are able to hear the music or sound. Okay. There is another one called network interface card. Okay. You need to know what is network interface card. Let me see here. NIC card. Okay. NIC card allow you to connect to the internet. You see this? At the back of your computer or laptop, normally you have a NIC card. NIC card basically allows you, it's a circuit board that allows you to connect to the internet and the motherboard. You put this cable, the blue cable, to here so you can have the internet connection. Or if you don't want to have a NIC card, you may have to install the wireless one. Okay. So you need to know the different type of card. You have video card, you have sound card, and then you have a NIC card. Normally in a motherboard you have like 3 or 5 different slots. This allow you to put video card, sound card, and NIC card. The more slot they have in a motherboard, the more devices they can put it in. Let me see. Printer. Let's talk about the different type of printers. You have dot matrix, you have inkjet, you have laser, multifunction, and so on. Okay. Let's put this one as let me see. This is called an impact printer. Impact printer, that means the nozzle head that touch into the paper. Okay, they touch to the paper. The inkjet is non-impact. Okay, this is called non-impact because they use a different technology. Non-impact. Okay, non-impact is like this one. Okay, the laser. Okay, let me fix this a little bit. Okay, so dot matrix is basically they strike the ink ribbon against the paper using metal pin. That's why they call it impact. Example of impact printer like dot matrix. Okay, and the non-impact, that means they use any other means to produce images on the paper, like inkjet or laser. Okay. Let me show you an example of a dot metric printer here. Dot metrics printer. Okay. I think many of you have seen this one. Dot metric printer, although that we have laser and everything else, still some people use dot metric printer. Look at the price here. Some of them even cost a lot of money, like $600. Okay. Why some people use dot metrics? Because this is relatively they produce low quality output, and yet they can print a multi-carbon copy. So you have like 3 or 4 copies. You only print one times, and it can produce output like blue. It can print carbon copies paper like the white, yellow, or the blue one. Okay. All right, let me stop here so I can do the other one. It's already 16 minutes.